Our video about using external GPU for mining could seem as a non-standard solution for someone. In this video, I'll tell you about original mining solutions in the world. Let's start. Drilling for oil and gas and mining for Bitcoin might seem like an odd couple. Flaring of natural gas, where the excess gas is burned if encountered while drilling for fossil fuels, has become a standard industry practice because of the lack of transportation infrastructure. The process is under environmental scrutiny, and US President Joe Biden has pledged to cut methane emissions from oil and gas operations, at a time when investors are increasingly prioritizing climate-friendly companies in their portfolios. A scenario of net zero emissions by 2050 requires all non-emergency flaring to be eliminated globally by 2030, resulting in a 90% reduction in flared volumes by 2030, according to the International Energy Agency. Digital flare migration, or using flared gas to power Bitcoin mining, could be one way to help address the environmental concerns regarding the burning of natural gas. To reduce the amount of gas burned, Lichtman and Ballard in 2019 switched gears to form a Bitcoin mining operation, where they capture the flared gas, convert it to electricity, and use it to power mining rigs. At its 12-acre mining farm in Wyoming, they mines Bitcoin for itself and hosts machines for energy companies that may want to mine for Bitcoin using excess flared gas. They also provide products and services for companies to capture their excess energy. Global oil demand fell nearly 7% in 2020 amid the COVID-19 pandemic, and flaring fell by only 5%, the International Energy Agency notes. My recommendation for oil and gas companies wouldn't be to necessarily have the goal to become the biggest Bitcoin miner, but rather to treat Bitcoin mining as a secondary business that supplements their core business, Lichtman said. Another part of Lichtman's speech for Bitcoin mining exposure is that it can act as digital storage, in a sense for an energy company's natural gas, and provide better returns during periods of volatile commodity price fluctuations in traditional gas production. By using the excess energy to mine Bitcoin, there is a chance that the small percentage that you dedicated to Bitcoin mining would be worth significantly more than the gas that you traditionally would sell down the line, he said. Energy consumption from Bitcoin mining is massive, and people are taking notice. The increases have been scaling fast, with mining energy usage quickly surpassing the totals of small countries. And many see this ever-increasing carbon footprint as a threat to climate change. But it's no threat. In fact, increasing energy usage might save the planet. It's estimated that Bitcoin mining is producing nearly 195 terawatt-hours of energy annually, which is comparable to the energy consumption of Thailand. So far, heat has just been a byproduct that needed to be cooled and dispersed. Now Bitcoin miners are asking, what if something good could be done with that excess heat? How can heat generated by mining operations be recycled or reused, providing a sustainable, clean sources of energy?
This is the Green Mine container. It's a completely contained container with about 60 Bitmain crypto computers. And it's quite a unique concept because it doesn't, all the energy is being reused. And the way it works is as follows. You have the miners which are under oil. It's very special non-corrosion oil, which is very effectively in taking the heat from the computers. A heat exchanger. And here basically hot oil goes in and cold oil goes out, and here goes hot water goes in and cold water comes back. And you can use it for hot water everywhere. We use a greenery where they make tomatoes, and we use it to all the heat is used to make the tomatoes grow faster. So here's the back of the container, and there's 4 different things. There's heat in and heat out, and on the other side also heat in and heat out. You can do 2 things with that. You can use a fan to basically destroy the heat. That is a possibility. Or, as you can see here, basically the heat goes into the greenery, and it basically is used to make tomatoes grow. So in that way, the electricity goes to the crypto miners. They produce heat. The heat goes on the greenery, and we basically get bitcoins or other coins.
Can data centers heat homes, for example, or greenhouses, or replace heat sources for certain industries? What about in colder climates where heat is scarce? There is a new partnership in northern Sweden looking for answers to those very questions. Genesis Mining is providing a 600 kilowatt-hour cooled data center container which will feed heat to a 300 square meter greenhouse through a specially built air duct system. The heat would keep the greenhouse at a comfortable 25 degrees Celsius year-round, in a region where temperatures can fall as low as minus 30 degrees Celsius. The project looks to focus on growing fruits and vegetables, but data center heat can be used for fish, insect, or algae farming, as well as provide heat for fruit and vegetable drying. This would provide the local farming economy with the chance to increase food production. It would not make local procedures more sustainable, but it would reduce the dependence on imports, all while meeting regional energy efficiency targets. The Bitcoin-friendly president of El Salvador said at a Bitcoin investment summit on Saturday that his country plans to build the first Bitcoin city. The city will be located in the eastern department La Union. The initial cost for developing the so-called Bitcoin city will be funded at the outset by the issuance of Bitcoin-backed billion-dollar bonds in 2022. President told the assembled crowd that Bitcoin city will rely on geothermal energy from nearby volcanoes, and it might be tax-free except for value-added tax. President said, "Invest here and make all the money you want. This is a fully ecological city that works and is energized by a volcano."
But it would actually, it's not just an idea, but it would actually be a legal municipality with mayor and everything. Probably run for mayor of Bitcoin City in the future. So that's Bitcoin City, will be a circle that will enclose a new volcano. It's not a new volcano, but a new volcano. It's not the same volcano that's powering the mine. It's another one. So at the beginning, we will power the city with the old volcano and the old power plant, but then we will build a new one right next to the city. And the volcano will power the whole city and will also power the mining. And in the middle, you would have a huge plaza, which would be from the air, you will look at it as a Bitcoin sign. But in Bitcoin City, of course, it's in El Salvador, so Bitcoin is legal tender. That's nice. But not enough, probably nothing. Or not. But we'll have zero income tax. Yeah, 0% forever. Zero capital gains tax. So you invest here, make all the money you want. We're fine. Exactly, trade whatever you want. Zero property tax. I mean, if you're making a huge building, you don't want to pay property tax for that. So you won't pay anything. Zero payroll tax. We want you to hire people, not to pay taxes for hiring people. Zero municipal taxes. Now you say, okay, so who's going to pick up the trash? I'm going to go into that. And zero CO2 emissions. Because this is a fully ecological city that works and it's energized by a volcano. So that you will say, well, the only tax that you're going to have in Bitcoin City is the value-added tax, which, normal value-added tax 10%.
El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender on September 7th this year through the MOV faced stiff criticism from the political opposition and heavy skepticism from most residents. Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin said El Salvador's Bitcoin adoption was contrary to the ideas of crypto. But it hasn't all been criticism, though. MicroStrategy's CEO Michael Saylor said, "No force on earth can stop an idea whose time has come." In my opinion, presented technical solutions were very curious. Within our channel, we are going to observe current state of crypto world, trading trends, and mining solutions. See you next time. Bye-bye.